It's IBC2025. We are here in Hall 8 on the Bionics booth, and I'm joined by Dan. Hi, Dan. How are you doing?
Hi, good to see you again.
Absolutely. Now, Dan, we're talking Talkback. Tell us what we're looking at here.
So, new product for us and part of our kind of AI augmented intelligence range. And I've really wanted to do this product for a long time because it felt to me that where you have Talkback kind of production control systems, our production environments are really aimed and designed around talking and listening to sources. So in these audio first environments, we wanted to have a talkback system you can actually talk to.
Okay.
So we generated what we call Voice GPIO, which is using AI to have a smart assistant on the other end, kind of like Alexa for your studio. So here we have our demo video running. If I go switch video context, then that will switch
video
to our graphic system. And then I can say I want to change switch video to box. And that will send a message out. So what you can do, the assistant can be sent any command. You can program your own command words and utterances, which can fire, say, a GPIO. So I can take my studio on air, and then that will fire an on air, or just switch my studio off air. And it will look at any approximate announcement to that. And here we're taking the studio on air and off air. So we've connected it to GPIO for turning things on and off, the coffee machine, opening the door, taking you on and off air, to being able to send UDP messages to the network, which is how we're switching audio and video. So switch video demo, that is sending a UDP message to vMix and switching video sources. You can also have anything on the network that can create a UDP message, send a message to Voice GPIO, and it will voice it. So here the vClock will announce the time if I press this button.
The time sponsored by vClock is 2 minutes past 9.
And that's just saying we can take any system which is not voice aware and connect it to Voice GPIO and give it a voice. That could be an alert, it could be an announcement, it could be play out or any other kind of messaging on the system. The final use of this is around accessibility. So this console is also connected to Voice GPIO. So I can go turn on channel 1, and then channel 1 is on. Or I can say, what are your bus assignments?
Active channels on bus 1 are 1, 2, 3, 4,
So
5.
read out the state of the desk. So even if I was a blind operator, I could now know exactly what the state of the desk is. And then the trick on that is I can then also go turn on console announcements, which will say announcements are on. And at this point, the desk will narrate anything I do. So if I turn something on, open a fader,
Channel 6 enabled.
put something on a bus,
7 added to bus 2.
Right.
Channel 6 disabled.
turn off console announcements. So we're connected to GPIO, we're connected to consoles, and the last thing we've connected to, obviously, as a talk show kind of system is our talk show systems. And this is really powerful because traditionally when you have something like a talkback system, switching audio sources or making a dial to a telephone call is really difficult because you just have to use the little flappy keys. Here you can just go dial 201 on device 1. And then if I say I want to listen to device 1, you'll hear it ring. And then there's a telephone call, and then just hang up device 1.
Hanging up.
So you can dial, answer, and hang up. Again, in exactly the same natural way you would talk to a human being. You can use your voice, and you can use the voice first interfaces in the studio to have this assistant that really makes all those production workflows feel kind of faster. And you don't have to take your eyes and your fingers off the system that you're using to operate the production and go to a kind of a web interface.
So the questions you're asking the Talkback system, are they pre-programmed questions, or is it, as you say, like in Alexa, where it's using AI effectively to generate the question?
So everything is secure and on-premise that I showed you here. So we've talked about consoles, we've talked about the Talkback system, we've talked about the talk show system. You can then program your own words, which can send messages, any message to the network, and receive messages from the network. And all of that is on-premise unless you use the word search. So I can then turn on search, so I can go, search, tell me a joke. And now at this point, it's gone out to the internet.
Why don't scientists trust
and it comes up with a not very funny joke. So to prove that, I could say, search, what's the weather today in Amsterdam? And so this is the one part which isn't being done on premise, but you have to prefix that with the word search.
Amsterdam with temperature of 53 degrees.
And then unfortunately it's rainy and quite cold today in Amsterdam. So you can choose, if you want it entirely secure and on-premise, you just don't enable search. If you enable search, then you have the ability to ask it any question. And again, it means during the production, you don't have to take your eyes off what you're doing. You can just talk and the robot will respond.
Now this is being shown on an Infinity Talkback system. I'm guessing you can use it on any Talkback.
Yeah, so we were involved quite early on with Telos and the Infinity Talkback, and we're showing it on here because it's an AIP Talkback system, so it's very easy for us to integrate. But yes, essentially we're just taking audio inputs, sending audio back out, and we just need to be able to talk and listen. So you'll see when I make it talk, it actually presses the listen key. So when I press this, the key lights up. So we just have GPIO to and from the panel.
Yeah.
All the while I'm pressing that button down, the robot listens. As soon as I let go, the robot can respond.
Wow. Available now?
Available from the show, and up to 24 channels per computer. That computer needs a kind of a basic graphics card in it in order to do the transcription and to generate the voice. And all of those 24 channels can respond in any way that you can really imagine. So one of the things we want to do at the show is demonstrate this to people and really gather ideas for how people might want to use it, because we're kind of excited to see how this kind of production workflow can really allow us to leverage AI technology to do what we've always done, but in kind of new and smart ways. We've always said we don't want to do anything generative, we don't want to do anything artificial, but we want to augment the human talent or the production workflows. And it's really exciting that we have these things that were just impossible 6-9 months ago.
It'll be really interesting to chat in another 6 months' time to see who's using it, how they're using it. I'm sure there's a vast array of cases there. Where can people find out more information, Dan, if they're not at the show?
We're just bionic.radio.
Cool. And you're in Hall 8.
Hall 8, yes.
There we go. Thanks, Dan. We're doing a couple of other videos here on the Bionics booth. Do check those out. And for everything else we're doing at IBC, that's at kitplus.com.